Welcome to the 2011-2012 season of the Binghamton Philharmonic. I'm delighted to share with you some of our plans for the season. This is our brochure, and I think that you're going to like what you are going to be hearing. We have some of today's best guest artists joining us for each of our programs, and we have several interesting pieces that you might not be familiar with, some of the ones that you will be very familiar with and you will want to hear. So I think all in all, it's a good balance of music that you want to discover and music that you want to hear again. For our first program, we have three beautiful pieces. We are starting with an overture by a composer that is not very well known from Denmark, Niels Gade. And this composer, as you might know, was a contemporary of Mendelssohn and Schumann, and you can identify some of those influences in his music. But the overture by Niels Gade that we are going to be performing in the Highlands is a beautiful piece of music that starts nice and softly, kind of in a reflective way, and it progressively gets loose and exciting at the end, so it gets everyone's mood ready to enjoy the next piece in the program, which is going to be one of the great piano concertos by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. As you know, Mozart was at his best composing for the piano concertos and for opera, and I think in many ways this piano concerto that we are going to be doing by Mozart, number 23 in A major, is one of my favorite ones, because I think that the atmosphere that he brings is one of incredible hope and optimism. And oftentimes when I'm feeling a little under the blues, and I want to think about some music that will put me in a great mood, this would be one. Just the opening of the concerto is an instant travel into a zone of lightness and well-being, and without even realizing we are in this magical world that only Mozart knew how to create. The writing for the woodwinds particularly is absolutely fantastic, and I think that this is one of the things that makes this concerto so enjoyable and so well balanced. And this is one of the ones in which Mozart uses the clarinets. As you know, the clarinet had a soft spot for Mozart, so in this one he chooses the clarinets over the oboes, but obviously he likes the oboes as well. It's just he made that choice in this particular one, and he takes advantage of the instrument very beautifully. But of course, the important instrument in the concerto is not necessarily the clarinet, but the piano. And for the piano, we are going to be counting with a phenomenal soloist, Sarah Davis Buchner. She's especially good in playing the Mozart concerti, and she has had great reviews on Mozart's music. So I think that you are going to enjoy very much what we have to bring to you with Sarah and Mozart's Piano Concerto number 23. In the second part of the program, we are going to be performing César Frank's Symphony in D minor. This is the only symphony that Frank composed. And as you might know, César Frank was born in Belgium. So here we have another composer of a country that is not so well known for major composers. But he traveled and lived in Paris for a big part of his life, so his music is very much connected to the French repertoire. This is a very beautiful symphony. Great sounds for the orchestra, and I think that in many ways César Frank was influenced by the instrument that he was very much in sync with, which was the organ. He was trained as a pianist, but in the end César Frank ended up being a very accomplished organist, and I think that the sound that he brings in the orchestra has a lot to do with the sounds that he was used to hear in the organ. The first movement starts kind of in a somber, reflective way, and it progresses very slowly until building up climaxes towards the end. So we are here up for a very progressive, very nicely built accumulation of sounds that eventually end up in the beautiful climax at the very end. The second movement is very well known because it has a beautiful English horn solo, and there aren't too many English horn solos in the symphonic repertoire in the symphonies, more later on in the 20th century music, but there are a few symphonies only around that time that had comparable major English horn solos, like of course the Dvorak Symphony of the New World, which was composed after Franck's, and also Hector Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique. But this one is special, I think, because César Franck was able to capture the essence of the instrument beautifully, and it shows in the lyricism and the beautiful colors that he extracts from the solo of the English horn, accompanied by strings. The last movement of the piece, and this is only a 3-movement symphony, is the one that has the most uplifting mood and the brightest colors, and obviously it's going to shift from the D minor mode to the D major, so you are going to hear very well that shift. The third movement is one in which Franck takes advantage of the orchestra as an instrument fully, and you will be able to hear that very clearly. I hope you enjoy our program. I hope you join us on October 1st. This is our first concert of the season, and we are going to have many other concerts with great music as well. I also encourage you to visit our website because we have gone through a big remaking of it, and we have lots of new features, including audio clips with our program notes and some of these video presentations about some of the programs we are going to be doing, and many other things. So please come visit us on our website, and even better, come to listen to us to our concerts. I hope to see you very soon. Thank you very much.